What's up, everybody? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays for this Tuesday, March the 4th, 2025. I am your host, Russ Williams. I'm so glad you could be here today, ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army. I know you could have been anywhere in this world today. But you decided to be here with me, and I appreciate that. And more importantly, I appreciate you. So welcome to Transition Tuesday, my friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Again, we got an action-packed show for you here again, once again, my friends. But before I start, I like to always state my intentions. And my intention is to always talk about, make you laugh, smile, think, and engage in honest conversations about your life's transitions. That's what we do here on Transition Tuesdays. That is what we do. We also bring people out. We got Gina from the great state of North Carolina in the building. What's going on, Gina? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have a snow connection, so my apologies on that, ladies and gentlemen. But when you guys check in, I will shout you out as well, all right? Make sure I'll do that. So let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. Transition Army. In transition news, we got upcoming conference championship week for the men's and women's college basketball, right? So again, check it out. This is how the NCAA tournament is going to go. But before you get to the NCAA tournament, you got championship week. And this has fallen upon us now. So there are 31 Division I men's and women's basketball conferences. Now, check out how this gets involved to the NCAA March Madness tournament, okay? So all eligible teams that win their conference tournament receives an automatic bid into the NCAA tournament, okay? Now, the remaining spots, which are 37, with a total of 68, right, teams in the NCAA tournament, are filled by at-large teams chosen by the selection committee. Okay, so that's how that goes here, right? So I want to break down the top 11 men's teams and the top 11 women's team, okay, which is going to comprise of the NCAA tournament, right? So the top 10 men teams are in this order. At number 1, you got the Auburn Tigers. They're number 1. Number 2, you got the Duke Blue Devils. Man, that guy Cooper Flagg is really nice. He's a freshman, too. He's probably be one and done there. Next, you got the University of Houston. Very tenacious. They play tenacious defense. They're always on the fight. They're always on the fight, so they do that. You got number 4, Tennessee. And then you got number 5, Florida. Now, Florida's another great team, too. Number 6, you got St. John's University, the Red Storm. Shout out to the Red Storm, man, for winning their regular season Big East title. Regular season, now it's time for the tournament. Then you got number 7, Alabama, which is a very good team, too. Number 8, you have Michigan State. The Spartans are always tough, especially during tournament time. Then you got number 9, Texas Tech. Number 10, Iowa State. And then number 11, the lucky 11, is the Clemson Tigers in South Carolina. So these teams are very good teams. Let me just read something what Gina says. So Gina says, yeah, you and that wife of yours keep popping up. And let me just keep hitting this here. This is my phone here. Let's see, can I scroll up here? Again, I'm usually doing this on my computer, but it's not working for some reason. All right. Keep popping in and out, and I see it after the fact on the app here. You're saying Duke. So we got Duke is Gina, my sister cousin, is a Duke fan. We got also on the check-in, we got Frank Krupp in the building. What's going on, Frank? We're on the Transition Tuesdays. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Anybody else checking it? Yeah, so these are the top 11 teams that's going to be a part of their tournament, okay? Then now you have the top 11 teams on the women's side. They go as follows. You got the University of Texas, who had a coin flip with the University of South Carolina for the regular season championship, and Texas won that coin flip. I think you got to sell it better than that. Maybe point differential or something like that, but I digress on that. Then you got number 2, University of South Carolina. Juju Watkins, that lady is nice. She's very good, man. Then you got number 3, UConn. Then the number 3 team in the country. Number 4, you have UCLA. Then number 5 is South Carolina. Okay, University of South Carolina. Number 6 is Notre Dame. They got that nice point guard, Delgado. She's a very good player. Then number 7, you get NC State, the Lady Wolfpack. They're very good too. Number 8 is TCU. Then number 9 is LSU. LSU Lady Tigers, who won it 2 years ago, I believe it was. Yep. And you got you have Oklahoma. Then the last number 11, lucky 11, is the Duke Lady Blue Devils. So these are the teams that are gonna vie for a regular season. Well, you got regular season already. Now the rest of them are gonna vie for tournament championships. And I'll give you guys the question. Now, does it really matter for these top ranked teams to win their tournament? I mean, should they do that? Should they take a little rest? Maybe rest players and not playing not win the regular season, not win the tournament championship. Maybe they can rest their players for the stretch run for the NCAA tournament. Could that be the case? I don't know, man. It begs the differ. We'll see if people bow out gracefully. We'll see. But what I wanted to do was, because again, but if you do that, what's the point of the regular season? The regular season title, right? Like here, right here, my ring here, this is our regular season title, the first title, regular season title history of Manhattan University now. And it means something because it's all about a body of work that you're playing for in the tournament. And, we won that outright and we lost in the tournament. We lost in the championship game by 1 point. So, but again, the regular season means something. It really means something. Gina says, yes, they got to play. We ball in NC, so someone want to be number 1 in the ACC basketball. Yep, I agree with you. You got to ball out. And here's something I'll propose, and let's introduce this as a new role for the NCAA committee to look at. Okay, so hear me out on this, guys. Tell me what you think on this. Let me check and see if anybody else is joining us right now. Okay? No. Okay, so hear me out on this. Tell me what you think, guys, out there, right? So if you are a regular season champion in your conference, let's say you won the regular season championship in your conference, right? Let's take St. John's University on the men's side, okay? They're regular season champions, right? And then now you have the Big East tournament, right? And let's say St. John's gets to the championship game of that Big East Conference tournament. And let's say for some happenstance reason, they were to lose that game by 5 points or less. Okay, that's key. 5 points or less. I believe, and I think the tournament, the NCAA tournament committee should look at it because it's about the body of work. I believe even though St. John's lost in the championship and they lost less than 5 points, they should definitely get an automatic berth, okay, to the NCAA tournament. And I think it should be like that across the board because you're going to find a lot of upsets during this tournament. All you got to do is put together 3 games and you're champions. You're like, for example, NC State did that last year. They had a horrible record, but they put together a run. They won those 3 games and they went to go on to play in the Final Four. So the tournament didn't really mean anything. So, you throw that out the window, regular season champs. No, I think it should be, again, if you won your regular season championship, you go to the tournament, things happen. Upsets happen all the time in these tournaments. The number 1 seeds usually lose. Sometimes they lose in the first and second rounds, not alone the championship. But what I'm saying, if a team gets to the championship and they lose by 5 or less and they're the regular season champs, they should automatically receive a automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. That's what I say. What do you guys say about that? What do you guys say about that? Man. And if you did something like this, you have to open it up to more teams. It'd probably be a field of 72 and a field of 76. But that's okay. The more teams, the merrier. And again, the regular season means something. You can rely on that regular season. Granted, you're not going to go out there and try to lose. But again, you have that option. Gina says NC State did not have a horrible record. That's first of all. Well, they had a losing record. I think they were under 500, Gina. Okay. So, and then what they do, They weren't the top seed. They ran the table. Took so many spots from people. And again, that's cool as well. But that's what they did. Gina says, gotta leave room for those D2, D3 schools. But again, I'll tell you this though, Gina. Those D2 and those D3 schools, they don't participate in the Division I NCAA tournament. We got Felicia on the check-in. What's going on, Felicia? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Welcome, welcome, welcome. No, you're not late. You're right on time. So don't worry about it, sweetie. Don't worry about it, sweetheart, okay? Mrs. Sweetness, don't you worry about it. So, yeah. But teams like NC State last year took bids from a number of people, you know, and that happened to another of schools in these small-time, mid-major conferences. They were the number one seeds, but they got upset. But again, they got upset second round semifinals. They didn't get upset with the proposal I'm talking about. If you're a regular season champ, you get to the finals, you lose by 5 points or less, that's the key. You should automatically get a NCAA bid to the tournament. Automatically. Because again, when you do it like that, the regular season means something. You still get a ring like this. Just saying. Just saying. So what do you say? What do you guys say on that? As I'm checking, is anybody else in on the check-in? So yeah, that's what I'm saying on that particular deal. You know, let's have that conversation on that, right? So let's do this here. I want to transition to, because we're not going to stay here too long. I know you guys got a chance to see some things. I know you probably just got home. So I want to talk about Kyrie Irving, man, out for the rest of the season for the Dallas Mavs after a torn ACL. Man, that's really horrible to hear and see. So Kyrie injured his knee on Monday night's loss to the Sacramento Kings. After landing awkwardly on his left knee, Kyrie had to be helped back on his feet. And then he went on to do this, guys. He went on to make 2 free throws after he was hurt, with tears rolling down his face before being helped back to the locker room. Now, this may seem familiar. Kobe Bryant did such a feat when he tore his Achilles one time. And Kyrie Irving, Kobe Bryant was his favorite player as well. You know, so, man, it's really unfortunate, man. The misfortunes of the Dallas Mavericks, man, from trading Luka. Is this the curse of Luka? Man, Anthony Davis is hurt. They got 2 of their big players, 2 of their bigs are hurt as well. They increasing ticket prices. Man, it is a tough get in Dallas. I'm telling you, it is gut. It is tough. Gina says, I'm going to take a shot every time you show that ring. Here we go. I'll show it to you again. Take a shot. Take a shot. Regular season championship. It means more. That's what it is. Gina says, Kyrie is one of my guys. It sucks. And that's an injury he may choose to retire from. Yeah, that's true. They're saying, you know, he's going to miss this year and he might miss next year as well. You know, he's up there in age. And it's really unfortunate because I know he's going to be a free agent as well. So this could cut into his money as well, man. So, man, we got to pray for Kyrie Irving, man, because I know that's a tough, tough get. That is a tough, tough get. Yeah, it is really tough. So now, think about those questions we just talked about, man. Just think about those questions we just talked about. So, ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, if we were able to make you laugh, smile, and think during this broadcast, my good friends, you have accomplished something major today. So celebrate your victory. Celebrate your victory, right? So again, I have a little technical difficulty, but that's okay. The show must go on. I want to thank you, each and every one of you, for watching Transition Tuesdays each and every Tuesday. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't been following me, you can follow me on Instagram at Russ World Transitions. That's Russ World Transitions with an S. You follow me, I'll follow you back. You can also check us out on our YouTube channel, Transition Tuesdays, okay? Make sure you do that. Make sure you do that. Make sure you like and subscribe, okay? Make sure you do that as well. Also, we've been having a great deal of fun on TikTok. Check me out there at Russ Williams, the number 11. Russ Williams, the number 11, okay? Major shout out to our corporate sponsor, Sweet Candy Cafe, located in downtown Lumberton, North Carolina, the home of Southern Sweetness. So before the show ends today, okay, or we're just ending or we're just going to get off, make sure you go to Sweet Candy Cafe to order your confectionery goodies, okay? It's going to be Rumba on the Lumber there on Saturday, okay? We're going to be there. We're going to be having some fun. Please make sure you go and order some candies. If you want to donate it to people, maybe you don't eat candy, that'd be a nice thing to do. Support small black businesses as well, man. Make sure you do that, okay? Make sure you do that. Gina says, please give my favorite auntie, Aunt May, a hug for me, please, sir. I definitely will. And Gina says, I think that was 4. So, okay, I'll give you a 5th one. Here you go, Gina. A 5th one of that regular season title. It means something. And it should mean something to you too, Gina, because this is your 5th drink every time I show in the ring. All good. So, ladies and gentlemen, as Felicia says, sweetcandycafe.com. Make sure you head there, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, as we say in parting, happy transitioning. We'll speak to you soon. Take care, everybody. God bless.